supposed to, I can imagine South Africa having that. Because they get hijacked at the traffic lights all the time.
That's where the guy jokingly said it started. They started, and he said his wife likes it because they lock winches it.
I've actually seen some of the other cars, they've actually got like a mesh guard over the blooming windows in South Africa. So they don't smash your damn window to unlock your door. Yeah.
Oh, I don't live over there.
Oh, that'll be stuffed a digitalised odometer.
It's so differently. And you don't have it locked under, you don't have a...
I remember the Barras, the steering wheel's different from the Barra one too. Can you get like a second pedal of controls?
Yeah.
For the cruise and all that.
You just lift that up lightly and it's in control. Beautiful.
And when you put petrol in,
yep.
It hasn't got a, how does it work?
Oh, you got to unlock your car, then you just push the little door. And
Oh, so you actually push the door, the fuel release thing, and it opens.
Yep, just a bit, and then you pull it open from that. But if your car's locked, it won't let it go open.
Yeah.
So and you can't push it to get it to start either. So if your car's locked, if you unlock it, then just push the button and open the door. Then you lock your car. You can't get the door right open, as in the fuel cap open.
Yeah. If someone's pinching, you know, like.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting in the servo thinking, how the bloody hell do I get that open? I got the levers and I had to pull away and go and get the book out and find out how to get into it.
So, it's funny, the centre console's all on an angle, and this is set of reasonably low.
Yeah.
It used to have been a lot higher with the Fords.
Beautiful. You should see the boot. It looks like it's never been used. Everything's in good.
So that's all your radio controls and all that on the screen there?
Oh.
Yeah. I think the Barras had the same similar thing. I know the new Isuzu trucks have got the same thing.
You turn it on so Nick can take
the air conditioner thing, which is climate control.
Dave, take it from your radio to the
if you press it on, it'll tell you how much to the litre you...
Oh, yeah.
Screen.
It also tells you the song that's about to play and everything.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, if you press it, it'll tell you how many kilometres to the litre you're doing and how much you've got left in your fuel tank.
And that's, you can alter that to whatever you want, that speed. You can have your instant...
Is that like the Magnus used to have where they beep when you go over a certain speed?
That is. It just goes boom, makes a noise like that, and then it flashes.
Oh, yeah.
So, which is, I've set it at 105 and just tried it a couple of times. And the cruise control is brilliant. Just put it on, just there you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
What's this little IPF thingy?
I think that's had driving lights and everything on the front, so I think that's just
like a spotlight blooming assembly,
Yeah. Because
I thought for a minute it might be electric brakes or something, but hasn't been towing anything.
Like it's all got Bluetooth stuff in it and all that.
It's all built in to it, the Bluetooth streaming.
Something to do with that, but it's actually just an on-off switch. And there's wires, because I pulled all the grill out yesterday to put fly wire in.
Oh, yeah.
And it's got two big spotlight wires there.
That's your traction control.
Switch, that's always on.
Yeah, same with mine until you turn the car on gas and it turns it off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but if your ABS stuff's up, like your ABS counter thing, it's almost like a computer mouse inside, you'll also lose that.
Right.
And mine's all covered in blooming iron filings that have come off the rotors.
Oh, right.
So, but after the whole episode with the Roo that time, if that was ABS brakes, slam your foot on it. I thought, I don't need ABS. That's the case with.
But anyway, that's it. But it runs. And when you start it, you just turn the key. As soon as it ignites, you just let it go. And then it keeps winding until it starts. You don't have to hold it on.
Oh, so as soon as it starts to crank, you let it go and it'll keep cranking until it starts. Oh gosh. I know my one's got a thing where, you know, people used to hop in and they'd go and try and start a second time it was already running.
Oh yeah.
And they and it's great. Mine's got a electronic thing where if the engine's already running, it won't try and re-engage the starter.
Right.
So it's like must be some sort of a solenoid set up in between the ignition and the actual starter motor sort of thing. So let's have a look at the engine anyway. Oh yes, same sort of watch as mine. Oh boy! The intake manifolds are straight plastic. Holy smoke! These two, plastic, straight to the actual head as plastic. That's BMW trick. BMW's been doing that since the 90s actually. I think late 90s, like about 98 or something. Even scarier still is the Mercedes, your front fender, at least in your CLKs from about 3 years ago, is a plastic front fender. So if you prang it, it's actually a piece of plastic. You can't get a panel beater, you can buy another one.
Yeah, I mean, I had all this out yesterday down here. So it's had bits cut out here. That's actually meant to be a plate that clips in, but it's had bits cut out there for the driving lights.
Oh yeah, that would have been the ones for the switch inside or whatever.
The wires are down in here. There's a little solenoid for them, and that's all extras for that or whatever it is.
That's actually a fuse.
It is, yeah, that's right. So it could be.
I've actually got an identical one for the fan system that extracts air out of the ceiling space.
Which I think comes into, that'll be them, the driving lights, and that's part of it, I think.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Isn't it funny how after having some of these engines so packed now, you get a whole ton of room again.
That's right.
You know, sort of like I say, with mine this is all full and, you know, your gas system's barely fitting in and everything else, and all of a sudden, bang, but it's probably like a heat thing where they that's all power steering down there, isn't it? Oh, that's your bloomin'... Oh, that's your engine mount, is it? Or your shock?
Yeah, that's your engine.
And your shock absorbers would be under your coolant and all that there, wouldn't they? Under here somewhere.
Yeah.
No,
that's if they've got it. I thought they would have.
Oh, it's got to have it. Yeah, I can see the bolts for it underneath the coolant box. Big bolts there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, too. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, there's it's like the bloomin', some of these other ones, there's a washer fluid.
Yeah,
it's all hidden in the front fender underneath.
It's all down the bottom there.
Yeah. So no, with Jazz's Land Rover, it's all bloomin' basically under the bumper, hidden in the bumper more or less.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So you smash something with the bumper and you lose your washer fluid all in the one ear.
Because I took all the bottom off. That's a big plate that goes from under there right back to the crossbar.
Oh yeah.
Took all that off to get the fly wire in.
Yeah.
And the whole lot's just loose and floppy and thinking, gosh, you know, you can just wobble anything, but once you put it all back together and screw it up again, it's all tight.
It's all tight again, yeah.
But basically, if you hit something, that's just crap. Everything back to that is strong as an ox. Same down below. So if you have a heat on, anything.
This bar takes the hit and everything else just smashes into shards, basically.
It's just rubbish. Just books. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Which is fine because it's got a damn. I am amazed at underneath how heavy the chassis is.
Yep.
Big box chassis things coming down both sides, which should be here. See how they go back there, and they are that big, huge.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised. So
that's your catalytic converter.
They're the big one.
Down in there.
Yep. Yeah.
It's still funny how they got the plastic on the top of that.
Yeah.
And then a casting.
Yeah.
It was an American Ford that have all these little This would be looking as rough as guts, and then they'd have little plastic covers to hide it all.
Yeah.
A bit like what the Commodores do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Injector rail is a square injector rail. Yeah. It's almost like a bit of RHS with the flipping ends blocked up.
Yeah,
There's all your little... Oh yeah, this is all hiding your cables for your injectors.
Yep. Oh, yeah, it is.
Geez, that'd be flaming hot wires, wouldn't it? Come straight out of the rocket cover.
Yeah, it would be.
So yeah, well, there's your initial brake, and that'll be ABS. Yeah, ABS booster there.
Yes.
Little electric shenanigan on it. Just not as much blooming insulation. I can't believe that's actually just bare.
Yeah.
That's
I guess it's just over the engine.
yeah, that's where the heat comes out or whatever.
Yeah, let the rest of it dissipate.
Yeah. Well, they got a whole bunch of stuff against the firewall there to stop your noise. So
That's right.
all your grey stuff.
It's pretty quiet.
Yeah, I'd want to be quiet if it's blooming 2011. So.
Sort of almost 2012, 11.
Yeah.
11, so. But I was a bit disappointed, realising that it's been on gravel roads a lot, because that's torn out down there.
Oh yeah, your plastic. Oh yeah.
And that's a hole in it.
Oh yeah, right from the top there, yeah.
So we'll probably
Hitting it, yeah.
invest in a new one of them just.
Yeah.
And the bottoms of these are worn off.
Oh, the mud flaps.
Like they're actually hollow, but they've worn the bottom off.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it's been on gravel roads a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know,
Yeah.
yesterday I hit a bit of a thinking, oh gee, what could you get this for? Gravel roads, but in hindsight I think all the cars good. So
Yeah.
help.
Yeah.
We just went to the west for that. Women went down many gravel roads, so what's new?
Yeah, oh, well, they're made to use at the end of the day, really, so... And whoever gets them first is using them first, I suppose.
And I guess the prices accordingly, so...
Yeah, yeah.
But it looks pretty good.
Was it 12,800, wasn't it?
5. Was 12.
Oh, 12,500.
It was 13, and I just offered him 12 and a half straight out. Bang.
Yep.
Take it all, whatever, and he chewed it over, or went and saw it, rang his boss and said, yep, okay, take it.
Got reversing sensors and all that.
Yeah, yeah. We're getting used to
Beep, 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 beep.
that. That's missing, so
Oh, it's got no tow hitch.
no tow hitch or no bit of plastic either, so
Yeah.
we put a little button under there.
Oh, yeah.
Just an electric button.
Oh.
Which fooled me.
Oh, yeah. It goes up against your back seats. Very deepy blooming little gaps and everything in there.
Yeah. Yeah, all the spare wheels. Yeah, that's
Not quite as flat as you usually expect them to be, but...
spare wheels down in there. So, brand new, I don't think it's ever been on.
I think you're right, because you got all the little dibble bits there.
It's still got the sticker on it. So,
Say peel here.
that's right. Yeah. But no, actually, it's good. Anyway, should do us for many years, I hope.
It's a bit like my one where you don't have an actual seal. It just goes straight down and then you got the seal on the top of it. It's sort of like a dip.
Yeah.
I get all the blooming stuff from the cypress pines all sits in there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. So I backed up to the front gate the other day just when it was open.
Yep.
And you can, by the time it's fully screaming,
Yeah.
it's about there.
It's about
So
like
it goes beep beep beep.
8 or 10 inches off.
Beep 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 beep, and then it just goes. And it's sort of about there. So which is great.
It's about 8 or 10 inches.
Yeah, yeah. That's fantastic. Backed up to some weeds over on the other road over there, backed up to some garlic and start beeping and carrying on. Showing it on one side, you know, sort of.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because it was obviously on this corner. It was sort of.
It's
got a display with the thing coming out.
Yeah.
As in the little squares, and as you back, it sort of shows you where it is. And
so, as in, you don't mean a reversing camera, but like a...
No. Just that centre display. You put that in reverse. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
And as you get a fair way away, it'll just hit the outside ones, and then it comes further in and in and in.
Oh, yeah?
And the screen, and it's right in. The last one's all flicking and bouncing.
So it's got no actual 1, 2, 3, 4. It's one of those toggle ones, is it?
Yeah. You put it in drive.
Yep.
Then you flick it across, which is in about third gear or something. And then forward is second, first.
Yeah.
And then you can just go second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth.
Backwards, yeah.
Yeah, backwards. And then you can flick it across at any time, and it just comes back to
drive, yeah.
Just to wherever it's meant to be.
Yep.
I had a bit of a flex with that, but
yeah,
you don't really.
Yeah, you don't need it. Yeah.
Coming up a hill with the trailer, yeah, you probably need it.
Yeah.
But you might not either.
Yeah.
So, yeah. No, it's and seats, hard to get into, I find. So I've actually yesterday raised the seat right up. It's all electric. You just do whatever you want, and I've got it pretty much right up.
Oh, yeah.
And or you can sink the whole thing right down.
Good boy.
And tilt forward, and then you can adjust that by hand.
Yeah.
But I found yesterday I'm better off to have it right up. Maybe tilt forward a bit, and the steering wheel out.
Yeah.
And then that's just...
I like to have plenty of room for my legs, and
Yeah, and that's easy to get in, because I keep banging into this, and you just can't sort of get in as easy. But that's, I don't know how Mum's going to go in it. She had a drive the first day, but just up a street around again, so we'll go for a drive and see how it fits her too. Yeah, and you got all your